Nobody is.
Sure I will.
Arratsaldeon.
Arratsaldeon.
Zer moduz? Oso ondo. Zer moduz astea? Aste ona duzue. Did you guys have a good week?
Klasea biatzean. Ez?
Zer?
Klasea biatzean. Biatzean.
Biatzian.
Ez? Biatzean?
Zer da biatzian?
Night class.
Night class. Night.
Night.
Bederatzigarren.
Bederatzigarren.
Bederatzigarrena, the ninth class.
Klasea? No, I think it's
This is the ninth.
Ez da. Bederatzigarren. Barkatu.
Back to agglutination. Garena. This is how they say the in Basque. Bederatzi nine, Bederatzigarrena, the ninth. Yep. Yeah. It's fun, huh? If you guys go look at the YouTube videos, this is how I post them. I say bigarrena, irugarrena, laugarrena, boshgarrena, sortzi, saspi, bederatzigarrena. That's the ninth. Bederatzigarrena Klasea, the ninth class. Bederatzi is nine, exactly. So this is just because he was trying to say it. That's right. That's exciting stuff. Just put it out there.
Garrena. Bederatzi. I got corrected myself.
Bederatzi. Huh?
Klase o Klasea?
Klasea. Bederatzi.
Okay,
Yeah. That's nine.
Sortzi, Bederatzi. Easy. Wouldn't say that wrong with all
Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of unimportant. I was just doing it.
It's always one.
No, it is. It sure is. I just wanted to show you guys. I found a couple of my notebooks, just to show you and I have more of these. I just don't know where they are. So this one's full. Okay.
Of your notes.
Yeah, these are all, and what it is, it's not just I'm not just free taking notes. It's out of that book, the Basque Language, and it's just literally copying every page of that book into these, right? So this is, for example, I had already filled up, it's not that one, it was another one. I had filled up a notebook, and then I started a new notebook, and so I was on Unit 19. And I think this was like last fall, maybe, like Unit 19, okay? And so this is what I was saying, was where I'd get to as far as I could, right? So this is like exercise 155, exercise 156, right, in the 19th chapter. And then this is as far as I could get, where I was doing the exercises. You know, you can go to the key, you can look up the answers. So I'm making sure that I'm doing them correctly. But I don't feel like I'm understanding it. Like, I'm able to do them, I'm able to like replicate them. But it's like, you know, I understand what's going on, but it's not, you know, because I'm doing it on my own, right? So the very next page, chapter 1, I go back to unit 1, right? Copy it again. And I keep going all the way, right? And then I get back up to 93, right? I was at exercise 155. Get back here, fill this up. And then I took this notebook with me to the Basque Country when I went to the school. And these last 4 pages are stuff I learned at the school. And it was, incredibly like, that's when I was starting to, you know, feel like I understood some stuff. But just to show you guys, like, it's the process. Go fill up some notebooks.
We are?
Yeah. Has everybody been studying?
Yes.
No.
Not enough.
More or less.
Reading at home?
Pushka bai esaski.
Yeah, it's okay. You guys still show up to class, which is a wonderful thing. I suppose we will go. Back into here. I remember last class I gave you guys quite the deal on personal pronouns and auxiliary verbs. Messed everybody up. The whole reason I did that was to show you the difference of what it is in Basque than it is to English, right? We've gone over this. Right? Ni Etíen nice, right? I am Etíen, right? This is the point I'm trying to make with the auxiliary verbs, right? These are personal pronouns, the ni, I, su, badakigu, suek, hayek, right? In English, those are I, you, me, I, me, you, they, us, you plural, right? And in Basque, that is what they are as well, but what is used for that information in the grammar is the auxiliary verb, right? So this is ni Etíen nice. This can be omitted. You can just say Etíen nice, right? So this is the I, right? But this is really the I, right? I am Etíen, right? And this is where these auxiliary verbs are incredibly versatile. They're like in English, for me to say I am Etíen, that I am is different than just I will go, right? Which is what hongo nice is. Yuan, go, will, nice. I will go, right? You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Hongo nice? It's the same auxiliary verb for I am Etíen and I will go, right? Just picking up what I'm putting down. And that, becoming familiar with that is just going to be the exposure, and it's really not that confusing. It's just going to come down to, trying to use it, becoming familiar with it. But it is different, and I know that's tricky for us as English speakers to go, how is Etíen nice, but hongo nice, right? The combining factor of that is I, right? I am Etíen, and I will go, right? And so it's really it's like this. These auxiliary verbs, they don't really exist. Like when I say that, it's not like a word. It's not like you can look that up in the dictionary, right? Because it has to have something with it, right? Nice directly translated is this. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
This isn't, I in English you can look up. Am in English you can look up. You can't in Basque, right? Because if it's ni Etíen nice, it's I am Etíen. If it's hongo nice, it's I will go, right? You see that?
Yeah.
It's anybody have any questions about that? I think I'm just trying to break this down to you guys, just for the sake of doing so. It's just going to be doing the exercises that's going to get us, to coming to understanding with it.
Okay, so the question that I have, I don't know if it's a question, but it's like, that's with en and co and everything, that it's always, there's something that is added to that
Yeah, so,
makes it.
no, so these are called, right, these are called like
Then you said it
auxiliary.
was garen.
No, that's not what I mean.
Yeah.
This is an auxiliary verb, right? Auxiliary. This means this is added to something, right?
Right.
This verb doesn't stand alone, right?
Right.
So whatever that is, nice. You want nice. I went, right? This addition to the end of this word is not what I'm talking about. I'm saying these two, this
Yeah.
always has to be with a main verb. Avitz nagushia, right? You want nice. You want to go nice. And this is the, yeah, I know.
It's coming, it's coming.
I know, and I feel like I'm just doing a horrible job at it.
Yeah.
Because these are called intransitive. This is an intransitive verb. And
Very smart.
this is an intransitive auxiliary verb. This only goes with intransitive verbs, right? Intransitive means there's no object involved, right? To go has no object. To go is an action, right? You don't say, okay, the difference between walking, sitting, going, coming, and eating, speaking, driving. They have those ones have objects. Those are transitive verbs. Those have objects, right? So like, for example, you want to go nice, I will go. Itsegingolu is I will speak, right? The auxiliary verbs, this is an intransitive auxiliary verb, and this is a transitive auxiliary verb, the dut, right? And I actually wanted to show this to you guys today. I know we haven't gone over this. Itsegin. Itsegin means to speak. This is really cool because if you guys remember from last time what we went over with the verb egin. Can anybody tell me what egin means?
To do, or yes, to do.
To do or to make?
Or yeah, it's
Means-
Yeah, high five.
Egin means to make or to do, right? Can anybody, if itzegin means to speak, anybody have an idea what the word eats is?
I would say you, or is it?
Itzegin is to speak. If egin means to make, what are you making when you speak?
Words.
Making words. Eats is the word for word.
Oh shit.
Eats, itza, a word. In Basque, to speak is itzegin. It means to make words, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And that's an object, right? Anything with the gene is always transitive, always. And so, that's what that is. Itzegin, itzegitendut. Right? You guys remember the first part of the chapter? It has the question, badakigu euskaraz. Badakigu euskaraz. Do you know Basque? Right? That's how it's commonly asked for, do you speak Basque? Right? Badakigu euskaraz. Right? This is, do you know Basque? But that's how we in English say, do you speak Basque? Right? We prefer in English to say, do you speak? In Basque, this is the way they say badakigu. This comes from hakim, to know. It means, do you know Basque? Right? I have the habit of saying, "Hitz egiten duzu euskaraz," which is, "Do you speak Basque?" Literally, not "Do you know Basque?" For whatever reason, that's when I run into somebody, they go, "Euskaraz hitz egiten duzu," right? Any questions about this? I know this is kind of.
A lot. Why did you say what you said?
I don't know, just to show you. Because that's pertinent. That's how you want to learn it. Badakigu euskaraz. That's like one of the first things in this
Right,
initial
but-
chapter.
But you refer back to,
Well, I was just showing you. Okay, again, it's different in English. When we ask somebody, "Do you speak Spanish? Do you speak English? Do you speak French?" We don't ever say, "Do you know?"
right.
I mean, for sure we do, right? But in Basque, it's badakigu euskaraz, which is, "Do you know Basque?" And what they're saying is, "Do you speak Basque?" Right? And
There is, do you make Basque?
no, hitz egin,
Eats his words.
eat,
You make
no.
words.
No. This is always together. Hitz egin. This means to speak.
But, okay.
I broke it down for you to explain what this is. Egin is to make, do, to make/do. Eats is word, right? It literally means to make words, right?
But to be express.
Yes, but it's this is to speak. It's again. Another word in Basque for to speak is minsatu. And this, you guys know this one. Minsatzen. Minsatzen is speaking. These are the infinitives of both of those.
I have a question about the euskaraz. Why is that not capitalized?
They don't. So Basque has particular things about that.
Okay, so that, I
and
don't need to know the rule, I'm just saying, so there is a rule about capitalization.
There is, and I forget it always because it's different than it is in English.
Okay,
Like they'll capitalize proper names, you know.
okay,
But then what is it? I don't know. They don't capitalize things that we do capitalize.
okay.
And it's besides the point. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's not.
Okay,
They lowercase it.
okay.
Yeah. Any questions about this?
You know why it's flunked English?
Yeah, I know.
I just don't understand what he's talking about, like the different verbs.
Right, I know.
That's English, and
I'm gonna try to give you. I have a hard time not trying to give you different examples.
I'm learning
Or
English as I'm learning.
more advanced examples. It might help, even though these verbs are. I might just screw you up, but this is where I want to
No, you
go.
explained it though here.
Right.
What it, auxiliary versus. I
Yeah,
get it.
the main verb and the auxiliary verb. Right.
And that's all English shit that I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Yeah. No, I know.
And even in here, they talk about that, and I don't get it.
Right. I'm gonna give you guys. You guys don't have to write this down because this is much more advanced.
Well,
It's okay, but see, this isn't that
Don't
advanced.
write this down as the.
It's only
How do you
the-
say don't write it down in Basque?
It's only the auxiliary verb that is advanced in this. Do you guys know what this means? Calera Juan. To go to the street. Calera Juan.
now,
Right?
Going
Osho.
out, yeah.
That's not advanced. That's right where we are, right?
Another one.
And this is the crazy thing about Basque is how they break it up and how they teach it, right? Is you have to learn the basics, right? And then the auxiliary verb that I'm about to put here takes this from beginner's class, introductory, to B1, which is like a mile ahead of here. Yeah. Okay, and this is al era, which is the auxiliary verbs of can. This is can. Kalera hon naiteke. This means can I go out? This is me asking, Kalera hon naiteke. Can I go out? Can I go to the street? Right?
No.
And this is it. This is
Bye.
this is really good Basque. This is really good Euskara. I remember I said this in class one time when I was in B1. I said Kalera hon naiteke after I got done with the test, and the teacher said, Oshondo egite musu. Like, she was impressed that I could say that on my own. And it's not that impressive. It's 3 words. But you get to a point where you have a function, you have the ability to use these verbs, and there's a list of them. And it changes. I'm giving you this example to show you the difference between intransitive and transitive, right? Kalera hon naiteke, right? This is to go. That's an intransitive verb. There's no object in it. To the street is not the object. There's no object in to go. It's an action, right?
Well,
Etíen, what's the last word?
Thank you. Great, thank you.
In English.
Can
can I go to the street?
One is go,
Naiteke means
street.
can. I can.
Yeah.
I can or can I. It's the same in Basque. Okay, these are in the same category. These are both alera, which means the verbs of can, okay? Naiteke and desaket. Intransitive, transitive. Kalera hon naiteke, can I go out? Can I go to the street? But tragoa hartu desaket. Can I take the drink? Can I take the drink? This has an object. Hartu, that's take. Hartu is the verb for take. That has an object involved in it, right? For us, in English, it doesn't change. We say, can I go to the street? Or can I take the drink? Can I get your number? Can I go home? Can I shower? Right? We don't differentiate. But if there's an object involved in Euskara, it changes, right? And this is too much.
So
This is just where I want to go.
naitiki,
Like that kid.
naitake, and desake are really the same.
They're the same.
Can I?
But you would never say kalera hon desaket. Because this is transitive and this is intransitive. Right? No, yeah, don't focus on this. I'm only giving it to you because this is clearer to see. When I put up that nice and that dut,
Yeah.
and I say this is intransitive and this is transitive, it's kind of like, right? But
No.
these-
Can I?
these are, I can't use those two in an example like this,
Take.
right?
This is the hartu.
Or I mean, I can. Okay, this is to bring it back down to where we're at, right? And this is not asking can. Kalera Juan nice. Kalera Juan nice. I went to the street. I went to the street.
So one.
Juan means to go. and it's all about how it's used with this auxiliary. Kalera yuan nice, when it's used in the infinitive, which is what that is, it puts it in the near past tense.
That's right.
So kalera yuan nice is I went to the street today, this morning.
What if you were to change that to yesterday? Would that change nice to another one?
Changes it to the far past tense. There's two past tenses in Basque.
Right.
And that would become ninsen.
Oh, okay.
Kudo. Right on.
Kalera yuan ninsen. Kalera yuan ninsen. I went to the street yesterday, whenever it was, right? But these are the differences, right? Kalera yuan nice. Tragoa hartulut. I went to the street, I took the drink, right? How do you change this to say, I will go to the street? Future tense. You know how. How do you do it? Luongo, exactly.
Yeah, we said that.
We said
Good
that.
job, though. Wow.
Good.
Kalera. Kalera hongo nice. Kalera hongo nice. Kalera yongo nice. Right? And this is before you, I think I try to give you those things to give you something to look forward to.
Yeah.
That can, right? How to say can. But you gotta learn this basic stuff and you gotta be able to use it and you can articulate your intention with very basic Euskara. And you're gonna have to until you get the hang of it before you can advance to being able to say can, should, would, could, right? Where that's where you really get to articulate your expression, right? Kalera hongo nice is very, very easy. Having a simple grasp on the three tenses, past tense, present tense, and future tense, is everything. It's absolutely everything. Kalera hon nice, I went to the street. Kalera hongo nice, I will go out. Right? Tragoa hartulut, I took the drink. How do you say, I will take the drink? It's the same. The letter changes. The G. It's not a G because this is a vowel. Hartuko.
Who did that?
This is a team effort. Oh my God.
You guys are.
Can I ask about?
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yeah, who's studying over there?
It's not meaning the actual street, a lot of times it's like going out.
So
Right.
sometimes, so
This is the yeah.
So when you're talking about the future one, it says I will go out.
Yeah. Yeah, so the only reason I say that is to just okay, I don't want you to not know what the word is.
Right.
And this is the thing about Basque is words, I mean we use it the same in English. An expression is an expression, right? When we say I'm going out, you know, okay, like I mean what does that mean, right? In Basque, they don't say I'm going out like that. They say I'm going to the street. Kalera, right, means to the street. That's literally what it means. Kalea is street, kalera to the street, right? But this expression, kalera hongo nice, is I will go out, right? It doesn't necessarily mean to a street. It doesn't necessarily mean to a bar. It doesn't mean, it just means,
It for sure doesn't mean you're going home.
right, it just means I'm going out. Kalera, right? Echetik kalera, kaletik echera, right? From home to the street, from the street to home, right? You guys following?
Yes.
So, just to clarify,
Yeah.
you're saying kalera because that actually means street, but in this sentence, we're talking about going out.
It means going out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So if I was to say Kalera one nice, I'm actually saying I went out.
I went out.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And if somebody asks,
And then just KO is future tense.
No, it's.
KO is
Not
future
KO
tense.
Was,
KO is of.
Wangoa,
KO is of. KO is from. Really KOA, Koa, Gardnerville, Koa nice. Hemen Goa nice. I'm from here, I'm from Gardnerville. Right, but Kalera Huango nice. Trago Hartuko Ut. Right? KO means will. KOA or GOA means from, of. Right? They're similar.
Yeah.
They're similar. Yeah. You
Robert,
just,
but he said today too that the G-O was on, because it was a consonant, it was an N.
it's because of
The
consonant.
K-O was because it was a vowel.
Because it's a vowel, right?
That's where I'm.
No.
No,
But-
you're not
but-
messed up.
The constant versus the vowel.
Yeah, but
No,
that, but
no,
he
but
said that
I
today and that
mean-
makes more sense.
But that's how it.
That's,
That's just vernacular. I mean, those are things that just make sense. You do all of those things in English that you don't recognize that you do. I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but that's how languages work. And that's the thing about Euskaraz. Euskara, for the absolute most part, is spoken exactly how it's spelt, right? And the reason for that is because it was spoken for so much more time before it was ever spelt. And so when they started spelling it out, right, they go, how does it sound, right? And every part of it was appropriate. Every part was needed. In English, we have, you know, all those, you got all these
Yeah.
things that make no sounds. And you got, you know, pneumatic. You got a P in front of the N for, you know, that's because, you know, Shakespeare. I don't know why, you know.
right.
It was ridiculous. And it's like,
Thanks for explaining.
when you say that, it's like,
Well, he said that, and then that clicked for me too, so that's what I wanted to hear.
when you say Hemen, Hemen Goa, from here, Hemen Goa. That is much easier to say than Hemen Koa,
Yes.
right? Hemen Goa, right? And a G and a K are very similar. Very similar. G to K, it's right there. It's, you know, it's right there, G and K, right? But you don't say Hartugoa, Hartugo. No, Hartugo. That's weird, coming off of that U. Hartuko. Much easier, right? You follow that?
Yeah.
Right. And what did you ask them also? Maybe it was you. Yes.
There's a lot of things off.
I know. What did you ask, Becky?
Like just recently?
Yeah, just like the last, before I started.
That's way past the answer. You can't think that far back.
Oh, I asked about the street stuff, so we got that.
Right,
Yeah, to go out, we did
right,
that first.
perfect.
There you go.
But that's not that far.
Nundig satos. What does nun mean?
Where?
Oshono. Okay, if Goa, Koa means from, right? Okay,
He looks it up.
Deep.
That's what we're gonna do.
Dik also means from. In a different sense. Okay? Yeah, this is.
He loves
Puzzle us.
Yeah, I know
Oh, let's see if we can.
I'm just, yeah. God, you know, I'm gonna quit, I promise.
We won't let you.
No,
Yeah.
you can't quit.
We all have your phone number, friends.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't think you're getting out of this easy.
We'll have Friday night classes right here at the bar then.
Okay.
Yeah, we might retain her. Maybe.
Okay, nundik means where from. Nungoa means where from. Okay, same thing. Nungoa, nundik. Yes. If somebody asks you, and I don't understand the reasoning behind this, it sounds, one sounds correct to me and one doesn't, and that's the case. I don't know why. You don't say nundik sara. Where are you from? You say nungoa sara. That goa is, obviously it's a place. I mean, that's what from, from a place. This is in the moment. Nundik satos. Where are you coming from? Like right now, like nundik satos. Yeah, like your mom runs into, you're coming into the house late, and she's like, nundik satos. Where are you coming from, right? She's not saying nungoa sara. Where are you from?
No, she's.
Right? And she's not saying nungoa satos. Maybe she would, but nundik satos. This is where are you coming from? Where from are you coming, right? What does that say?
Kaletik. On the street.
From the street.
In the street, kaletik. Right?
That's a K?
That's a K.
Looks like an R.
It's a K. What? There's no line like that in an R. This is an R. That's a K. Would that be better?
He's gonna quit on it. We're getting braver.
Maybe family needs to
Okay.
have a special.
Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
Okay, kaletik. Kaletik, right? Nundik satos, kaletik. Right? In English, we don't do this. When somebody says, where are you coming from? We just say the place. We don't include the from again, right? For whatever reason in English, it's not necessary. That context is given, right? We say, I ask people that all the time. In a sense of where they, and this is a thing, this is an ambiguous statement, as it is in Euskara. This has been asked to me, nundik satos, where are you coming from, in the moment. Also by people brand new that I just met, nundik satos, asking me where I'm from. And I always had to ask for clarification because it was a weird question to me. When I had just met somebody and they'd say nundik satos. Like the first time it happened to me, I was like, noise or oranche? I was like, when? Like now? And they're like, no, like, nunguasara, like where are you from? Right? It's the same thing in English. When I ask people that, like at the bar, I go, where are you coming from? I don't know you. I'm not asking you if you just come from the store, right? I'm asking you where you're coming from, right? You obviously just got here tonight. I've never seen you before, right? And they go, oh, we're from Reno or whatever, right? It's an ambiguous statement. If it's with somebody with familiarity, like your mother, going, where are you coming from? Right? You're gonna go, oh, just came back from the store, coming from the street, But if it's a stranger and you say, where are you coming from? Right? You're asking them where they're from, right? So kaletik, from out, right? I'm coming, coming from the street. Kaletik etxera.
Whoa. Jazz.
Etxetik kalera. Kaletik etxera. Etxetik kalera.
isn't that home?
Eche is home.
So you're saying from? Oh,
From-
oh.
from
Now I
Oh.
get it. Oh,
From
okay.
out to home.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
This isn't aiming
Exactly.
yeah.
That's what it takes. You gotta go, what the, and then, okay, what am I looking at? That's what I'm looking at. Kaleti Kecheda. To home from the street. I'm going home from being out,
to getting it.
right?
Making that.
Somebody asks you, Nora soas, where are you going? Echera. Nundik. Kaletik. Right? Where are you going? Home. From where? The street. Right? When you're leaving, and they say, Nora soas. Kalera. Kalera noa. Going to the street. Right? Echeti kalera. Right? And this is actually from a, I mean, this is a great example. This is from some rappers that I listen to. This is one of their songs. And I can't remember the first part, but he says, Kaleti, what's he say? Kaletik echera, echetik lanera, lanet naiduten molua. And it's about them, it's a song about work, like asking like what they're doing with work. And he says, from the street to home, from home to work, from work to the street. Naiduten molua is like the way that they want it, right? They just want you, you know, it's this like cyclical thing, right? It's like kaleti kechera. And it's articulated very beautifully in Basque because of how it's very simple, it's very straightforward. Kaleti kechera, echeti kaleta, right? From the street to home, from home to the street, right? And you guys notice these. This is that same thing as goa and koa, dik and dik, right? Kaletik, mundik, right? Consonant, vowel, right? Same thing. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Yes.
Yeah,
Am
yeah,
I
you
explaining anything?
No, you
Yeah.
are.
Okay.
You are.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just feel like, you know, I don't know, we can.
You are
making sense.
You are.
Yeah,
Like it just clicks sometimes with a louder tone.
Right.
I don't know. But I'm getting this now.
right.
So is the teak and deek are both from, is that the same? No, it's not have anything to do with the vowel.
It does.
It does. Exactly, it does. The T is with a vowel, and the D is with a consonant.
But what about
Right,
low?
so-
Echetik,
Oh, because it's,
right, it's a vowel again. Kale, eche. Chetik, kaletik,
in my head.
Spelled different.
yeah.
That's what I'm
Even if it's spelled different, you know, I mean, you can look at the word and go, okay, deek, deek, okay, that's the same, something's
Yeah, it's the same.
If you break the word down, and it's, exactly, it's just, the spelling would be very hard to learn down the road, I think,
Yeah, I mean,
which I don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
Speak, I don't wanna.
yeah.
Well, but if I can get IK, right off the get-go, and know, wow, shit, that's TIK, but that one's DIK,
Right.
but I know it's from. I know it's from.
Right, from. Kaletik, echera, cheti, kalera. Okay, because you guys are in pairs, I'd like to, I guess, or, yeah, you can make it work. There's
Yeah, we
two.
can.
Okay. I would like you guys to act out this dialogue with a partner. Okay?
Which one,
This first one in here,
the
right? In the introductory, in that one, exactly. So the first person is the first, you guys are just gonna go back and forth, right? Starting with Epa, Egunon, Baita Suriere, Ser Modus. Yeah, just do it with each other. If one of you guys has to have three, you know, alternate, or just take a turn, do it again. And really practice the pronunciation. Or I'll do it with somebody because we are.
You don't have to have an extra one of these.
I do.
I think she just two the same.
But I'm not giving one.
Well,
You,
this
you
one
did
is
give her one that's the same as the other one I gave her.
Oh, I got you. Do you have yours? Is this one
Yes,
you have?
I brought this for her, so
Ongi
she
is
has
a
this,
soup.
I don't have the other one.
Okay.
Luna got sure laguna. Luna soda Ni nashera. Roshan. Ai.
Let's get it done. Yeah.
Sor.
Let's get it Kashko.
Cherokee. Etorri sana. Euskara down to gara. Cherokee.
Etíen could probably do that for the rest of us.
Cherokee. Here, I'll start.
So the translation
Oh,
is right
yeah.
here.
Guys, sir, you should.
Say it one of those. That's it. Ongi.
Etíen Yes, one and then I'm gonna try to feed him. You study partner. You study partner. I'll study with you.
I said the S with S.
No, it is. And chat's out there. You gotta just work. You look back to your notes, okay, how do I do that?
So I said we can go on.
Right, it is nice to say. Number See, I would say the same thing too. Well, right, and when you're by yourself, you don't know how to say, somebody else is gonna say something else. Right, or you can bounce it around. Yeah.
Trying to listen to it. So Alcade is org chart, and Etíen is and Etíen is
Elkar is together. Elkar is something.
So gara is
About
yeah.
Elkar is
How do I say? We will go, and is this the right time to say one go?
Coche Adequan with the car.
Go on.
Alcade,
Go on.
Etíen,
I mean, is it go on go?
Questions?
No, but it's plural, that's why we're saying go on go. Me, go on,
It sounds like
go on, going.
Questions?
I'm going. Teacher, I'm going. Me, go on. Ed.
I think it's still an R, so it's and that's
No,
Klasea.
go up.
Where is your It's not in there. It's not in there.
So-
Tell us how it's
Noah.
Right. I'm going.
Noah is willing to say, I am going, he says it's always Ba Noah.
By Noah.
Ba Noah. Me Ba Noah.
Me by Noah. Ba is like, what?
No, Ba is an affirmative. Badakigu, Euskara. Dakisu is you know. Badakigu, it's an affirmative. Do you know? Badakisu. Badaki is I know. Badaki. Ba Noah is I'm going. Ba Noah. I am going. Me Ba Noah. Yeah, me Ba Noah. Yeah. Nora, Soas, Orai. It is. Nora, Soas, Orai.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, it is. Nora, Soas, Orai.
Se vamos. Sí.
And that was confusing, that's the non-host from.
Yeah, it's good.
No, it is, Dago, yep, Dago.
That is your house is gross. So yeah.
One go.
Yeah.
Sound like that.
Es.
Each letter.
One is.
Yeah. Look at you, you're speaking fast, you're doing awesome.
One go, gara.
Soas, Orean. Do you say that word, Orean? How do I say that?
Gara is.
What word?
Orean.
Together.
Orain.
Orai.
Orain.
And Kari Queen is together.
There's like two. So that's probably the house.
Yeah, here we go.
No, so S meaning no, like
Yes.
correct. Yeah.
And then me plus Klasheda, Noah.
Figure that one out.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, but
When we say dago,
you don't say pushka.
Sode,
we say
Eshea,
dago is here.
Let's ask
Where your class? Where is your class?
yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, unless I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's that way. Edit, right?
Biscat means.
Edit.
Yeah.
And then bye. And then Surekin. Wango nice. Yeah, we did. And then Hocherakin. We should roll those a little bit. And then S, Oyenes. And S.
I would say
And then we're gonna say
I'm pretty sure it's yeah.
Swango gara. And there. Wow, my brain is no, I wouldn't say that.
so here.
Me too. I'm doing a lot of identifying. I know. Yes. And then what we decided that we're gonna do at our house is like the table, and all these things. I still can't like get them in my head, so I'm gonna start labeling our house. So I brought flashcards home, and then we're just gonna start labeling.
How is that feeling?
Because I'm just, it's not sticky. Like I can see the word and I can say it, but it's not sticky. Yeah. So I brought flashcards.
I know we're going to.
Yeah. So I'm just, yeah. So I'm just gonna start labeling all of them. And might get, and then, it worked for me in Spanish, so
How did that feel?
The word El Caraquin.
Alcarakin.
Is that together?
Together. Elkar is each other.
Uh-huh.
Akin is with, that suffix with. Alcarakin means with each other, together.
Yeah.
Alcarakin. That is an incredible opening dialogue for being chapter 1 in that book, because it covers, it throws in verbs that you are not exposed to. Like the stuff that you learn initially is not these verbs, these synthetic verbs of going. But that's a very honest conversation that you will have in a brief, encounter with somebody on the street. I just want to dive into this a little bit. Do you guys understand what is being said here? Okay. Nora soas. Right? You guys recognize this RA, right? What does that RA mean? Two. Two. Right? This comes from nun, which is where, right? Nora means where to. To where, right? This soas, Noah, these are synthetic verbs. These are you are going and I am going. We don't have these in English, these synthetic verbs. And they're wonderful. Because in 2 words in Basque, you say 6 words in English, 5 words. Nora soas, where to are you going? Where are you going to? Nora soas. Right? This is good exposure. I do not expect, it's incredible that that's the first conversation in this book. Echera Noah. What does that say?
I'm
Going
going
to my house.
I'm going home.
To that house.
Yeah, I'm going home. Right? Echera Noah. Echera soas.
Where are you going?
No.
Oh, are you going?
You going?
Yeah,
You're going home?
you're going home. Right? Right? Nora soas. Echera Noah. Echera soas. By ni ba Noah. This isn't in that dialogue. This is, I'm elaborating on this a little bit.
Yes, I am.
This ba Noah, this is called an affirmative. Yeah, ba Noah, right? You see this, Noah. Noah means I am going, right? Echera Noah, I am going home, right? Without this, just stand alone. This ba is an affirmative. This you use this ba, ni ba Noah. It means I am going, right? You don't really just say ni Noah or Noah, right? You just stand alone. You don't just say by Noah. You say by Noah, right? It's kind of a peculiar thing to us in English. We don't. It's like it's affirming that you are indeed going, right? It's weird to just say Noah without to where it is that you're going. Echera Noah, very good. But do you guys follow this dialogue? Nora soas, where are you going? Echera Noah, I'm going home. Echera soas, you're going home? Bye, ni ba Noah. Yes, I'm going. Yes, I'm on my way. Right? Follow that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I only bring this up because they had asked, how do you say I am going? Right? And this is the thing with Basque, because of these auxiliary verbs. Things don't necessarily exist on their own, right? Like to say nice, right? I am. Nice alone, it means I am, but both of them are in parentheses, right? Noah means I am going, but it makes no sense without any context, right? It means I am going, right? But to just say Noah, it's like Noah. If you want to use it by itself, you have to affirm it, which is ni ba Noah. I am going. I'm going. Yeah, I'm on my way. Bye. Ni ba Noah. Echera Noah. Echera soas. Right? Nora soas. Right? And also to that liking, you don't necessarily use this ba when there is something else here. You don't say echera ba Noah. I think you can, but it's weird. It sounds weird to me. Echera Noah, banya ba ni ba Noah, right? That makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any questions about that? It's kind of weird. How is that practicing the dialogue?
Oh, great.
Good.
Good.
It's good. I know I get up here and I just talk, and you guys don't end up leaving here speaking too much. I mean, that is the whole goal of this class, is to try to get speaking. And those dialogues, you know, and this is the thing where it's like, you could memorize that. You could do your very best to memorize that, right? And go, okay, like I have a whole conversation memorized. I know what to say, right? And you get into that situation, and the second line, they say something different. And you go, oh, you know. I got the whole rest of the dialogue, but, you know, instead of saying, you know, he says, epa, and you say egunon, he doesn't say baita suriere, right? He doesn't say baita suriere. He says, epa, egunon. He says Berlin. And you go,
No idea, buddy.
ah. You know, I was hoping you were going to say baita suriere. You know? Because you say that, I'm going to say sermolus. And then you're going to say ongi etasu, and I'm going to say ongi. Right? And then I'm going to ask you where your friend is. Right? This is a good one, Berlin. This is very common practice. Berlin means same.
Means what?
Same. This is used.
Same.
This is used same to you.
Oh, we say that moves.
Berlin, Berlin. Same. Then I'm Berlin, right?
Yeah.
Right?
So then you have to skip down to Nundago Sure Laguna.
Yeah. So,
Right.
but so see, this is why this exposure, this, you know, you can learn a dialogue, you can learn, you know, some phrases, you can learn how to say, but you got to really cover the spread, and this is where the studying pays off, becoming versatile in the usage. You know, you don't want to be caught off guard. It's a good thing to be caught off guard, and it's going to happen a bunch of times, and that's what's going to reiterate. Going, oh, you know, I got to learn that. I got to learn that. Because then, you know, he comes up and, you know, you meet somebody. This happens all the time. You know, you're with friends and you meet a friend that you don't know yet, right? One of your friend's friends. And you say that same thing. Epa. You say egunon, right? You know, he doesn't say baita suriere. He says nunik satos, right? And you're like, oh, fuck, right? He's just asking you where you're from, right? But that's that versatility. It's like, and this Berlin, right? I'll teach you guys a little something useful right now. You guys remember this, right? No la suicida. What does this mean?
Where are you?
Somebody's got to tell me.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Good job, Aiden.
Good job. Eugene. What is your name? No la suicida. You can just say Etienne. No la suicida. Etienne. Or you can say Etienne nice. Or you can say Etienne du Ticena. Right? What would you say after this? You don't know his name. Or her name. Etasu. No la suicida. Etienne nice. Etasu. Gary Coitz. It's really Gary Coitz.
Adios.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Gary Coitz. Me Gary Coitz.
Oh, that's his name?
It's a name, yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's one of
That's
my-
another word. I was like,
No. This is one of my very good friends. This is a great name. And I'd say this because he says he'll speak Basque with an American accent. He's very Basque, right? Very Basque. But he'll say like, he just like, he'll do it with an American. And so I say his name with an American, Gary Goitz. But it's Gotti. It's Gotti. Gotti Goitz. Gotti Goitz. Gary Goitz. Sarah Modus. Right? And this was when I learned how, you know, how we're like we're over the top in English, like super appreciative. We're always like, you know, oh, nice to meet you, you know. Oh, nice to meet you too, right? This is how they say this. This is a good dialogue to know. Nola duzu sena. Etíen Lekunberri, garikoitz. Poste nice. Poste nice. This means I'm glad. But it's saying nice to meet you. Oh, I'm glad to meet you. Right? Nice to meet you. Poste nice. Right? They do not say poste nice back to you. They say Berlin. Poste nice, Berlin. I mean, it's just like that. There's none of this like, you know, frivolousness. This like, you know, no, poste nice, Berlin. Right?
And poste nice is I'm glad.
Another one, you guys will like this one. Urte asko tarako. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Say that again. Can you say
Urte,
Happy.
urte asko tarako. Urte asko tarako. I know. Urte asko tarako. Nola duzu izena. Etíen naiz. Tazu. Garikoitz. Urte asko tarako. Berdin. Urte asko tarako means for many years.
Me. Oh, Ashko is a mini.
Many.
Ashko.
Urte is year. Urte asko tarako is for many years. Sertarako. For what? Sertarako. For what? Urte asko tarako. For many years. Right? That's another way of saying nice to meet you. Urte asko tarako. And it's kind of, I mean, it's fun. Like that's about as excessive as it gets. Yeah, urte is, urte year. Ashko, many, much. Tarako, for what? For many years. Urte ashko tarako. For many years. That's like saying, you know, nice to meet you. For many years, you know, now that I've met you, for many years we'll know each other, you know. And same thing, Berlin, studi. Same to you, right? Questions about this?
You said Sure, Berlin Sure,
Berlin studi.
Suri.
Studi is to you. Suri gustatzen zaizu. Do you like it? Is it pleasing to you? Gustatzen zaizu. Suri. Also another way of saying esorregatik. When somebody says eskerrikashko, you can say suri. You guys see it in this dialogue right here? Epa, egunon, baita suri ere. Baita suri ere means To you as well. Yes, to you as well. Baita.
How come you're not writing that down?
What?
Everything you just said.
It's right here in the dialogue.
Oh.
It's the third dialogue. Baita studiere. But see, he wrote it as good morning.
Yeah.
But that's not what it is. It means to you as well.
Okay.
Because he already said good morning. Egunon, good morning, baita studiere. Right? Studi.
Yeah, same to you, right?
How's that feel? Go to your partner, practice this dialogue. One of you starts out with Nola du Suisena. The following person says their name, either just their name, or their name nice, or their name Dutisena. Is that clear enough? Etasu, that person will say their name. The following person will say poste nice or Ute Ashkotarako. The following person will say Berlin. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll do it with somebody if they want to. Yes.
No la disu isena. No, no disu isena. Right.
Got it. I
Nice.
went directory unit and then yeah, I knew it was the directory unit.
Is that how you say it?
Right.
She says, no la disu isena.
Nola du Suisena.
Jean-Baptiste. Etasu. Set.
Yep.
Renee what?
Renee nice or Renee Dutisena?
Okay, okay.
Those were the flashcards. And then I just do flashcards every time we go to class next year.
Jean-Baptiste. Nice.
It helps me remember. Yeah, that one.
Jeanette, nice, it does.
Tarako. No, this is all one. Tarako.
Oh, Tarako. Okay.
Tarako.
Etienne, when do you say porte ashkotara?
You say it, these two are the same. So you say it after you've introduced each other. One of you will say Ute Ashkotarako or Poste Nice. After you both said your names.
Okay.
And that's like the nice to meet you, or you can say,
What's your name?
Poste Nice.
That's
Yeah, Ute Ashkotarako.
No la dice.
I know. Ute Ashkotarako.
Jeanette.
I used to have such a hard time with it.
yeah.
Truly,
Just say a lot.
truly, like where I was like, yeah, it was not easy, like, I was like, God, that is a mouthful.
It is.
No la disu isena. Okay. Oh, you said it. Jean-Baptiste Ute, no. Jean-Baptiste Ute Ashkotarako. No, what's it nice? What's it nice?
The masa nice.
And then you say
Etasu.
No.
It's the other way around.
This will be said one time. These are the same two.
Okay.
You say one of these.
Thanks,
And then she
Ricky. I
says,
mean,
"Berdish."
Eshkeri.
Eskerikasko.
We're just trying all the things here, sorry.
Eskerikasko.
Okay. And together, then you get it. See, this is what I keep doing every time I'm studying, I have the truncated, thing, and then I get the pass down, and then I can put it together.
Or like me, I remember who was it, was there two other
Well, she clearly has a photographic memory.
Or I say, Shamatis Urte, Ashkatara, Let's try it again.
Yeah, and then
Shamatis.
No, I don't have it.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Okay, now I'm gonna send you a text message.
I say, Garding students.
So you do that first, sign up first, and then you'll click on my link, and then I can share all your first reviews that we've done since the beginning.
Urte, Ashkatara.
Urte is you.
Right. Okay, now you say it.
That means for many.
Alright.
For many years.
Should I say Damascus?
Yeah, or Damasa Futisena.
Damascus Isena.
Huh?
Right,
Ashko.
and I'm right.
Ashko is big.
I mean, Oshono, Oshono.
What's your name?
What's the nice, oh no, that's not what I say, I say bear being suited.
That's how.
Oshono, right? No.
Osho.
I know.
Oshono.
But we'll still be doing it. We'll greet each other that way.
Okay, now you start.
Questions? How's that dialogue? Good? Yeah. Feels alright, huh? It's gonna be chaotic, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna ask Nola Dusi Sena. All of you are gonna respond at the same time with your name and the nice, okay? And then all of you at the same time are gonna say Etasu, okay? Nola Dusue Sena.
Shamatis nice.
Etasu.
Tasu.
Etienne Duti Sena.
Poste nice.
Berdin.
Now I'll show you the hard work. Do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah, let's do it
Okay.
again.
Nola Dusue Sena.
Shamatis
Nice.
nice.
Etasu.
Etienne nice.
Ashkatara.
Urte Ashko Tarako. Berdin Suri. Berdin Sue. Yeah.
Sue.
Suri is to you.
Ah, to you all.
Sue is to you plural. Sue.
This is worse.
When you said the kid, that's it really does. I know. No, I just like write the notes. Still on the Yeah.
Klasea gustatzen zaizue. Klasea gustatzen zaizu. Bai gustatzen zait.
Lasien gustatzen Saisu, by gustatzen zait. That sounds right.
Yeah, you got it. I don't know what Gustatzen is.
Gustatzen.
Gustatzen. Klasea is class.
Klasea gustatzen zaizu.
Do you like the class?
Yeah,
Egia esan behar duzue. Ezin duzue gezurra esan.
Yeah. Sometimes dirty words.
You have to be honest, you can't lie to me.
Do we like class?
Klasea gustatzen zaizu.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, you like class, that's how you say, do you like?
By and
What
by
it's-
and by.
What you really are saying, gustatzen zaizu, this is the habitual tense. Zaizu, you remember that suri.
Yes.
Suri, klasea gustatzen zaizu. Right? This is omitted because this is the auxiliary verb. Saisu is to you, just like suri is to you. Right? Klasea gustatzen zaizu. Suri, klasea gustatzen zaizu. This does not say, do you like? That's what it means, but that is not what it says. It says, is class pleasing to you?
Mm.
Is it pleasing to you? That's how you say it. What does this say? By gustatzen zait.
It is.
Yes,
It is
please.
pleasing.
Right. I'm only telling you that just so you know what's going on.
But yes, I like
It means, yes, I like it. By gustatzen zait. What does this say? Es zait gustatzen.
No. No. I know I can't.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. Notice how this verb changes place. Gustatzen zait, gustatzen zaizu, but es zait gustatzen. Right? When you use no has to go with the auxiliary verb. And 99% of the time, it is always in front. You do not say es gustatzen zait.
You brought this up a while
I had trouble with that when I was first studying. I would always say es gustatzen zait. So it's very bad Basque. Es zait gustatzen.
You have to put it in front.
Not, it's not to me pleasing.
So only if you say S,
Es.
only if you say S.
Yep.
You mentioned this a while ago.
Es. Right? Nora soas. Klashera noa. Nora soas. Klashera.
Klashera.
Es noa klashera. Right? Klashera noa, es noa klashera.
I'm not going to class.
Right. Is this, you guys like this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is good.
Gustatzen zaizu.
What?
Gustatzen zaizu.
Gustatzen.
I was always bummed out. Like you didn't learn how to say this until like so far in. They did not teach us. Like I remember taking Spanish 1 in middle school. It's like the first thing you learn how to say is
Oh, yeah.
I like.
Or I
I like. Yeah, exactly.
I see.
They don't get to it.
My name is.
They don't get to it in Basque for a while because, I mean, what I think it is because it's so different. The verbs are so different. This nori, this is to who, is in a different realm, and you have to know the things before it, because this gets into a whole other realm. I mean, this verb has actions that are like things that I still don't fully understand. It means it happens to me. Like and I guess it's similar in Spanish, I don't know, I never got that far in Spanish, but like in English we say, my pen fell, right? My pen fell. In Basque you say, nire boligrafoa erori zait, because it happened to me, right? It still means my pen fell, but it means, it doesn't translate in English. It means my pen fell to me. Yeah, it doesn't mean from me. It doesn't mean like it fell into my hands. It means it was because it was my pen and it fell. That was something that happened to me. Right? This is easy to understand. Gustatzen saisu, because that's what it means. It means do you like, right? And you know, as soon as I learned that, I was trying to use it as much as I could. You know, like, sule sabata gustatzen saiski. You know, I like your shoes. You know, mendia gustatzen sai. I like the mountain. You know. Questions about this?
I love it.
Questions about anything? Anybody?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So I was trying to say in Basque, like in Basque class, and is it Klasea, would it be Klasea or Klasea? Klasea.
To say class?
Yeah, Klasea. Klasea.
Yeah. In what context?
Like
Class.
if I'm saying like Basque class, just in like this class, calling it, instead of saying let's go to Basque class, I'm trying to say Basque
Well,
class
A
in
is
Basque.
Yeah. Basque class is Euskara
Euskara
Klasea.
Klasea. And
Basque.
Basque comes first because it's the most important part of it.
Right. It's Basque class, exactly. And
Okay.
that's the only time in English where it's the same.
And I didn't know
Where
if
we
it should
do
have
that.
been. Yeah.
We don't say class Spanish,
No.
right? We don't say class Basque. We go,
Right.
it's Basque class,
Right.
right? Class, it's like class, there's a couple other things, but everything else changes, right? Like, we don't say car fast, right?
Yeah.
We say fast car,
Mhm.
right? In Basque, it's coche ascara,
Mhm.
it's car fast,
Mhm.
right? But when it comes to that class, euskara klasea,
Euskara
No, but your
Klasea.
question was Klasea, class.
I just wanted to know, yeah,
A,
but
class is
and
klashe,
always the, or,
or but
because I'm saying it in that
but it
context.
depends
it's
on what.
Klasea.
it's a, so that article plays a different role in Basque, right? It's I don't want to speak incorrectly on it. I think it's an indeterminate article. It's required. It's required. If there's no other article present, it's required, right? And it really means the same thing. We trip up on that in English. We say, you know, no, Basque class and the Basque class or a Basque class, those are three different things. They're not, right? It's like, okay, Euskara Klaseetara is not, it has to have that A, Euskara Klasea. And that means Basque class, the Basque class, a Basque class, right? That A is a determiner. You have to have a determiner in that article, right? Unless there's another determiner present, right? Like, Euskara Klasea
Is this Basque?
this Basque class. Euskara Klasea how? Right? Because this is a determiner,
Not really.
right? That's what the article acts as, is a determiner. It's necessary, right?
I'm trying to find the ni nada thing and I can't find my picture
The what?
of it. You know, like ni, and then it would be nada, right? No, ni nine, sorry, si sada.
Susada.
Susada. So I'm trying to figure out how I would say like, let's go to Basque class, like with my kids, right? So if I'm saying,
Yeah.
I would say,
Oh yeah, this is a great one. You're gonna want to know this.
Wongo, no.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go is beautiful in Basque. Wassen.
Say that
Good,
again.
come on.
Wassen. Yep. Wassen Klasea. Wassen means let's go. Wassen, 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 Wassen. Wassen.
Oh, you don't say.
Wassen, Wassen, Wassen. Wassen.
Oh, yeah, Wassen.
Wassen.
Boy, you hear a lot of
Boston,
that.
every morning. Boston. Okay, so now, if I wanted to say Basque class, so I would say Wassen, Euskara Klasea.
Klasea.
Klasea is to go.
To go.
Okay. Wassen, Euskara Klasea.
Yep. Wassen, Euskara Klasea. Wassen, Euskara Klasea. But again, you don't have to say Euskara.
Right.
Just say Wassen Klasea. Let's go to class. Wassen Klasea.
But you could say it. If they would.
Can anybody remember? This comes from some of those synthetic verbs. Remember, nora soas. Nora soas. Ni klashera noa. Su, klashera soas. Suek, klashera soaste. Bera, him, he.
Oh, he.
Klashera doa. Hayek, klashera doas. They are going to class. Gu, klashera goas. This means let's go. But we are going is goas. Klashera goas. Ni klashera noa. Baina gero concertu batera goas. But later we're going to a concert. We are going to a concert. Right? This is a phrase. Let's go. I mean, right? But it comes from goas. Goas.
Which means
We are going.
we are going. Okay, now, just to be annoying, sorry guys,
No,
thanks for letting me
please.
do this.
Yeah.
But what if I wanted to say this in
Ika.
Ika? What if I wanted to say it in Ika to my kids?
To say you are going?
Like, let's go. Would I change
Right.
that? Or no, because it's plural, us, we.
Yeah, Ika is only an addressment to you.
Okay,
Right? E is a familiarity. All the other ones stay the same.
okay,
It does change with. Look, I am not well versed on Ika.
okay, that's fine.
I'm familiar with some of the verbs, but like again with the weather, I mean, like it changes when they speak Ika. Like,
Okay.
So this is okay. This might be too much.
Then don't do it, just stay. Just stay
No,
right here,
no,
this is great.
because it's a good question. Okay. Denak. Anybody know what denak means?
All of us.
Everybody. Not all of us. Everybody. Denak. Denak. Okay, but you're on the right track, Robert. Denak. Okay, denak. Anybody have a clue what denok? What is denok?
Oh.
You just said it. Denok. All of us. Denak is everybody. Denok is all of us. Right? This is interesting. This is very. This is cool stuff. I wish I could explain it more. Denak, everybody. Denok, all of us. Right? Questions?
Yeah, we're just gonna keep it just like that.
We'll run with it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wrote it down. There'll be a lot more questions later. Reading our notes. Huh?
No, but that makes sense.
Why did I write that down?
Yeah. Denak, Denok.
Everybody, to know, all of us.
Right.
Okay,
Like an example.
I thought that was all of us.
Denak badoas. Is everybody going? Denak badoas. Is everybody going?
Can you write the word ben?
Badoas. So there is ba.
Denak badoas. Is everybody going? Or everybody is going?
Okay.
Okay, if that's Denak badoas, right, that's they, everybody, they. Denok is all of us. What is all of us? We.
Yeah.
How would you say, are we all going? Denok ba, denok bagoas.
That's a nice scaffold.
Yeah, yeah. Denok bagoas.
We, right?
Yeah.
That we are.
Then all.
Are all of us going? Or all of us are going? Denok bagoas. Basque really articulates a sense of space. Like you learn in those first vocab lists, right? How, hodi, huna. This, that, and that over there. They teach that first thing because it's incredibly important. And that extrapolates throughout the rest of the language like this, in all these other ways, where there's a difference between all of us, right? All of us right here, and everybody, all of them, right? And that's a sense of space. That's all of us, and then it's, everybody else. Denak, bagoas, denok, bagoas. Right? Does that make sense?
Last question.
Yeah.
On that, in the,
Bagoas?
is it both a question and a statement? Is everyone going as well as everyone is going? Is that
Yes.
if you
It
ask
depends
it
on
like
how
a
you say it,
question?
exactly. So, those synthetic verbs, right? Echera soas is a statement. Su echera soas, you are going home. But echera soas, are you going home? Right? Same thing. Bagoas, kalera goas, are we going out? Kalera bagoas, we are going out. Right? Questions? Yeah. Was it brutal today?
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Brutal for you?
No, I just, yeah. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna print out the chapter 2, because that starts to unfold more of the, I think context is good. I think you gotta keep, even if you don't fully understand you know, you gotta keep being exposed to what's to come, and things start to assimilate a little more.
This one or this one?
In that one.
This one?
Yeah, yeah. But again, you know, studying the vocab,
So you're saying lesson 2?
yeah, but not out of that one, out of
Out of this one?
the Basque language.
That's a lot.
Can you go over the pronouns real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have that packet actually?
Huh?
Do you have those papers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, we did them last time. Yeah, you were sick. Well,
At least I was.
he was sick from the football game. It was our song game the night before.
Yeah, I didn't dress properly
They
either.
do these.
We left after the half, it was 28-0.
I don't know what's happening.
And it turned up 44-3.
No. Just remember this. Ni nice. I ice. Berada. Gugara. Susara. Suexarete. Hayekdira. Ni Etíen nice. Zuek ikaskideak zarete. You guys are classmates. Ni zuen irakaslea nice. I am your guys' teacher.
Don't quit on us.
Oh well.
So the gu and gara is like you plural.
What is?
Gu and gara?
Gugara is we are. Gu. Susara is you are. Suek sarete is you plural are. Suek sarete.
They are, right?
Hayekdira. They are.
Yeah.
Hayekdira.
So ni nice is I am, he nice is you are. Da, they are.
He is.
He is.
Or she
She
is.
is. We gara, we are. Susara, you are. Suex sarete, they are.
You
You
plural.
plural.
You plural, or so that's not they.
You plural. You guys.
They.
They is third person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's they are.
They.
So, Suek didn't.
Suek sarete.
You guys.
You guys.
Wise guys. And then Haidira is they are.
They are.
See, it was explained in here that Sue was, the
Sue.
history, Suek, Sue was, plural.
Yep.
And then in the Middle Ages, out of respect, they
Added Suek sarete.
added Suek,
Yep.
Not
And-
proper.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I thought was really interesting,
It is very interesting.
you know? So they were speaking he,
Yeah. Ika.
singular you.
Yep.
they were speaking Ika, and then as the neighboring
Languages. came in.
languages, they started, they used su, for plural.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, singular, and then suek,
Yep.
they added.
Yeah. It's interesting how a language evolves like that.
And then the Middle Ages. So it's not that long ago, you know?
No. Any questions about this? What it is?
It's great.
It is great.
It's great. When you first put up north, the first day, it's, I got one of them. Knee, nice.
Yep.
One. And we reviewed it every time. You keep bringing it back
Yeah.
up, and now it's become the second nature.
Yeah, it's good.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah. Ongi. What?
He is Ika.
Is, yeah, ice.
And the more you said that we don't want to know about heat, the more I want to know about
Yeah.
heat. That's what's crazy.
I know it. Alpai. Alpasu. Alpasuek. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, all good?
So are you gonna pass out the next?
I will, I'll give it to you guys next time. We'll
Next
go
time.
over it next time, yeah.
Okay, but it's not.
Yeah, keep
it's
studying
not
what you
the-
got.
Yeah,
it's
keep
not
studying.
In this one.
No?
Okay.
We're gonna at least do 2 studies this. Well, 6.
Yes.
Dios estás. Questions?
Now
I know.
That's okay. It ebbs and flows.
So
It's supposed to be hybrid.
the text I sent you
Yeah.
the other morning,
Yeah.
how bad was it?
It was, here. I'll read it.